Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to use the Anastasia brow stencils and how I fill in and shape my brows. So if you're interested, then keep watching. Okay, so first things first, what I'm going to do is grab just a little clippy. I'm just going to clip my bangs out of my face so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. So, and I apologize because the packaging is so dirty, but the packaging looks like this. And they have 5 stencils that come in this packaging, or in this package rather. I don't remember the exact price of this, but I think it was somewhere along the lines of like $20. Now, Anastasia makes a brow kit that comes with the stencils, brow powder, brow wax, and highlight. And I think that retails for close to $40, $45, give or take a little bit. I'm not sure. I didn't know about these stencils when I had originally bought a whole bunch of things for my brows. And if I had known, I probably would have gone and bought the eyebrow kit. But since I spent so much money on other products, I just decided that I would just stick with the stencils. And when I needed to replace those products, then I would go for things from her collection. So, like I said, they come with 5 different stencils, and you will not be able to use all of the stencils in the package. There's one in particular, and I don't have it pulled out, but it's a super big, thick brow. And I'm sure that's great for people that have a lot of hair and want to, you know, kind of control them a little bit and make them more defined. But for me, I will never use that. But if you're someone that likes to do freelance work or are getting interested in, you know, doing makeup on your friends, that's good because, you know, one of them might actually benefit from that stencil. So I wouldn't call it a complete waste. A lot of the stencils that I knew I was never going to use, I just gave to friends. I gave one to my mom, just things like that. The reason I decided to go with eyebrow stencils is because I had gone through a little bit of a phase where I liked to have really thinner eyebrows. And I realized through doing searches on YouTube and different websites that thinner eyebrows for me probably aren't the best, because the thinner your eyebrows are, the more older you look in appearance. And after getting to a certain point, I kind of realized that I almost looked like one of those old ladies that like draw their eyebrows on, like shave their eyebrows off and draw them on. And that's not what I wanted to go for. So I've been really trying over several months to kind of fill them back in and grow them back in. I have a great video, and I'll share it with you guys. I'll put it in the bottom bar below, linking it to one of, it's actually Anastasia, the founder of her line. It's a video, and it's a really, really informative video. It's basically what I'm going to talk about. So if you don't even want to hear me, you want to go straight to that, I guess that's fine. But I'll show you what I do when I'm not, you know, I don't have a makeup artist doing my eyebrows all the time. So I'll show you how I fill in my eyebrows and what I do. My eyebrows right now aren't really all that bad. They used to come in a whole lot more. I'm starting to grow them in slowly. It only takes 5 minutes to ruin your eyebrows by over plucking them, and it takes forever to grow them in. So I've been really cautious and really mindful of how much I'm tweezing. And I have been a really big fan in the last year of filling in my eyebrows, because I just think that it gives your face a whole overall polished look. And, you know, and eyebrows are like accessories to your face. Like, they should be included as well. Okay, so for the shape of your eyebrow, and I guess when you would be picking a stencil, I would try to stay as close to the general shape as possible. Now, your eyebrows should technically go from the outside of your nose straight up. That's where they should start. Your highest part, your arch, should go from the corner of your nose through your pupil, like so, and then the eyebrow should end from the corner of your nose past the corner of your eye. That is the general eyebrow rule in creating the perfect brow. Now, that is not always the case because sometimes, like for me, my eyebrows don't grow so far in. So I have to fill them in. So starting off, what I like to do is I take and this is just a spoolie brush. It's so dirty, I'm sorry. You can get these anywhere. This is a Sonia Kashuk, and it was not expensive at all. I got it at Target, so. But a lot of eyebrow kits come with these spoolie brushes. They're real, you know, anyone will do. They're all the same. So I like to brush all the hairs back in one direction. Then I grab my stencil, and the stencil, and it's, again, so dirty, sorry, that I'm going to be using is the Petite Arch. And I don't know how, oh, maybe if I put it like that on my shirt, well, you'll be able to see. That is the Petite Arch. And what you're going to want to do with the stencil is they have, again, I don't know if you could see, they have these little, like, almost perforated line looking things that should tell you where to begin, where your arch should be, and where you should end your eyebrow. So they make it really foolproof, and they make it really easy. Now this line on the top, this kind of like mahogany color line, this should be parallel to your head. It should not, I mean, you don't want it like this. Obviously, you don't want it like that. You want it as pretty much like flat, straight across as you can. After I go ahead and brush my eyebrows out like that, I like to, oh, and the brow kit that I use is the Benefits Browsing, and it has a mirror, and it came with brushes. I don't use them though. This is the wax, and this is the powder, and this is in the color light. And I'm not someone that has light hair, obviously, but the other colors are really dark. So you don't want to go super dark. You want to kind of match your colors to what your skin tone is and your hair color. So, or else it kind of looks, it doesn't look good. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab an angled brush. And this is a MAC 208, but again, any angled brush will do. And I'm going to grab some of that wax. I'm going to go ahead and place the stencil, lining it up in the corner of my nose, and you want to go over your hair. And what I find easiest is to put my thumb there and then one of my fingers there. And what I like to do is take the brush and kind of make sure I brush all the hairs in so I don't have too many sticking out. So now that I have my angled brush with the wax on, I'm going to go ahead and lightly put the wax over my brows. Just like that. I'm going to go back in with the powder, which is the lighter of the two, and go ahead and fill everything in short, light strokes that's in the stencil. And the first part of your eyebrow right here should be lighter in relation to the rest of your eyebrow. And go ahead and fill all that in. So in about a few minutes, not even a few minutes, a few seconds, you're done. And then I kind of just go back over with all that. Then I go back to my spoolie brush, and I want to brush everything back in just to make sure that everything looks a little bit more natural. Looks a little bit more natural, you know, doesn't look like I have brush strokes on my face. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and define my brow a little bit more, and I'm going to be using just a brow pencil. And this, I don't even know how I came across this, is by Wet n Wild, so it's like 99 cents, and this is in the color Taupe. And that's a little swatch of what it looks like. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the top and just kind of make it a little bit more defined. And then I'm going to go underneath the bottom as well. Just like that. And again, I'm going to go back over it with my spoolie. Make sure all the hairs are laying flat. So that's how I fill in my eyebrow. Now to set my eyebrows, I'm going to go ahead and take just a clear brow gel, which it's not even so much clear anymore. It's a little tinted brown, but I got this at Ulta, and I don't think it was very expensive at all. And it also has a spoolie brush applicator. And I'm going to go over that real lightly with some brow gel. And you know, this stuff is optional, but I like it because it kind of keeps everything on my brows like in place and not poking out in different directions. Kind of keeps them laying flat there throughout the day. So real quickly, I'm going to go ahead and fill in my other eyebrow. So that's how I fill in my brows. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think the brow filling in is really good, especially if you're trying to grow back in your brows and you're not sure where you should tweeze. The concept behind these stencils is that once you fill in your brows, you tweeze all the hairs that are not in what you went ahead and filled in. So I hope this was helpful. Please let me know if you guys have any experience with brow stencils, if there's a particular brand you like. I'd love to know. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.